Jai Hind students, hope you all are fit and fine at home. So we will be starting a new chapter, that is human environment interactions, the tropical and the subtropical region, which is in geography. And the basic learning objective behind this chapter is that we will understand the life in the tropical as well as in the subtropical region. So two places are mentioned here. One is the Amazon basin, and the next one is the life in the Ganga-Brahmaputra the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. So when we start this topic, there is a short story given where Renuka is very happy because her uncle has shown her some photographs, because he is somebody who travels a lot, and there in the picture he is telling that people live in different parts of the world, some in the drier deserts, some in the frozen lands, some in the wet rainforest. They all look very different, but everybody shares the same basic need, that is food, clothing and shelter. Now in some places the children are very close to the nature, and they learn to live very close with the nature in the early parts of their life, and they do care about the nature. So let us start. So life in the Amazon basin, if we try to understand the life here, we see that the Amazon basin lies close to the equator, that is between 10° north and 10° south. So basically this is also referred as the equatorial region, and river Amazon, it flows through this region, and as we can see that there are number of tributaries which join the Amazon river to form the Amazon basin, and this river basin drains portions of Brazil, parts of Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador and so on. Now there is also a mention of mouth. Mouth means the place where a river flows into another body of water. Now this is the map of these Ganga-Brahmaputra basin, where we can see how river Ganges and its tributaries do affect the people living there. Okay, coming back to tropical and subtropical region, we all know that the climate here, as it lies in the equatorial region, it is very obvious that it will have hot and wet climate. Now both the days and the nights are equally hot and humid. As a result, the skin feels sticky and it almost rains every day. The day temperature is very high with high humidity, and in the night the temperature goes down but the humidity remains high. The next topic is rainforest. So as we all know that it rains heavily in this region, there are thick forests here, and in fact what happens is that the forests are so thick that the dense roof which is created by the leaves do not let the sunlight to reach the grounds. As a result, the ground remains dark and damp, and so only shade tolerant vegetation may grow. So one special mention of is the bromeliads, which are special plants which store water in their leaves. Now trees like orchids, bromeliads, they grow here as plant parasites. The next is the animal and the plant life. So as the forest is thick, the rainforest is very rich in this. Birds such as toucans, hummingbirds, birds of paradise live here. Here the birds make a lot of sound in the forest. And then if we talk about the animals like monkey, sloth, tapir are found. Then there are various species of reptiles and snakes, crocodiles, anaconda and so on. Again, this basin is home to thousands of species of flesh-eating piranha. So we understand that this basin has an extraordinarily rich variety of life found. The next is the people in the rainforest. Now here people grow most of their food, which is after clearing the small areas or the small trees in the forest. Men basically hunt and fish, and the women take care of the crops. And the crops which are grown, or the things which are grown, are tapioca, pineapple and sweet potato. as hunting and fishing is very uncertain, so it is the women who take care of the families, and they feed the family with the vegetables that they grow. Now here they also practice slash and burn. What is slash and burn? It means that the farmers clear a piece of land by cutting down or slashing down the trees, and then they are burned. Now when they burn, it releases the nutrients into the soil, and then new crops are grown. Now then they again this soil, after some time, it loses its fertility or it loses the nutrients, so it is abandoned or left behind. Then the farmers move to a new plot of land. So the main crop which is grown is manioc, and then they also eat the queen ants and egg sacs, and some cash crops like coffee, maize, etc. grow. Talking about the houses, as the rainforest, they provide a lot of food for the houses. Some families live in thatched houses which are shaped like beehives, but there are also large apartment like houses called maloka, which has a slanting roof. Now life of the people in the Amazon has now started to change, or slowly has been changing. Why? Because the rainforest have been cleared. For example, highways have been built. A number of people have started to cut down the trees in order to set up certain few things. So this is for the first module. We'll be discussing about the doubt in the live class. Till then, Jai Hind.